stop. Before you waste another second visualizing, affirming, or making vision boards that don't work. What if I told you that the reason your manifestations keep failing isn't because the law of attraction is fake? It's because nobody taught you how to speak to the real power inside you, the part that's been sabotaging you this whole time. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the one thing that changes everything. And if you stay until the end, you'll discover why tonight, yes, tonight, is the most important night of your transformation. Part 1. The Invisible Programmer. Writing your destiny. Here's the truth. There are two versions of you running your life right now. The first, that's the you watching this video, your conscious mind, the one that sets goals, makes plans, dreams big dreams. You're the captain on the bridge of the ship, barking orders at the wheel, charting a new course. You want to sail toward wealth, success, love, abundance, but there's a second you. Deep in the engine room of that ship, there's a massive invisible crew. They're firing the boilers, turning the gears, actually moving the ship. That's your subconscious mind. And here's the problem. You, the captain, are shouting full speed to prosperity. But down in that engine room, the crew is running on old programming. Code written years ago. Maybe when you were a kid and heard money doesn't grow on trees. Maybe when someone told you, people like us don't get rich. Maybe when you saw your parents fight about bills every single night, so you keep turning the wheel toward abundance. But the engine room keeps steering you back to the same old port, struggle, lack, and limitation. Then you wonder, why am I stuck? Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds of the 20th century, said it perfectly. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Read that again. What you call fate or bad luck, it's just your subconscious programming. Your destiny is literally in the hands of your subconscious mind. It's the warehouse of your beliefs, your fears, your habits, and your deepest assumptions. And its power is thousands of times stronger than your conscious willpower. You can't fight it with discipline. That's like an ant trying to fight an elephant. So how do you win? You don't fight it. You learn its language. You stop treating it like an enemy and start treating it like a partner. Because that programmer isn't malicious. It's just running old code designed to protect you. Your job? Give it new code, a new route, a new mission. But first we need to understand, how did those old toxic codes, the limiting beliefs holding you back, get installed in the first place? And more importantly, how do you identify the traitor in your mind and reprogram it? That's what we're about to uncover. Part 2. The Story of Your Inner Guardian. Let me tell you a secret about that invisible programmer, your subconscious. It's not evil. It's not trying to ruin your life. It's a guardian sworn to protect you. But here's the problem. This guardian took its orders when you were just a kid, before you even understood how the world worked. Think about it. You were maybe 5 years old. You got excited about a big dream and told your dad. He was tired, stressed, distracted. He said, "Stop being ridiculous. We don't have time for that nonsense." In that moment, your inner guardian took a note. Dreaming is dangerous. It leads to disappointment. Command, don't dream, or maybe you made a mistake at school. The teacher called you out in front of everyone. You remember that burning shame, right? Guardian writes another note. Mistakes equal humiliation. They cause pain. Command, don't take risks. Stay safe. Don't try. Or maybe money was the biggest fight in your house growing up. You heard we can't afford it 1,000 times. You saw your parents stress their arguments. The guardian locked in the final command. Money equals stress. Money equals conflict. Money is dangerous. Command, avoid money. It's not for people like us. See what happened? These limiting beliefs, these internal codes blocking you, they weren't your choice. They were old security protocols designed to protect you from pain and danger. Your subconscious is running these programs to keep you alive. It thinks if you get rich, conflict will erupt. If you try something new, you'll fail and feel shame. That's why willpower doesn't work. Every time you try to take a new step, your inner guardian hits the red alarm. Stop. Danger zone. Go back. And it drags you back to the old, familiar, comfortable, but miserable life. So what do? How do we retrain this loyal but misguided guardian? How do we communicate with it? This is where most people make the fatal mistake. You try to reason with it. You say, this business will be profitable, or this relationship will make me happy. But here's the thing. It doesn't speak the language of logic. As Carl Jung pointed out, the subconscious doesn't operate with words and reason. It speaks an entirely different language, the language of symbols, feelings, and images. Your rational mind's language is foreign to it. So what is its language? How do you actually get through to this mysterious, powerful guardian? How do you turn this loyal but misprogrammed servant to your side? This is where we learn the most powerful subconscious persuasion technique ever discovered. You're about to learn to speak its language. Part 3. The language of the subconscious. Emotions and images, there are two fundamental rules for talking to your subconscious. Master these two rules, and manifestation becomes as easy as breathing. Rule 1. The subconscious doesn't understand words. It understands pictures. Rule 2. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to emotions, that's it. Pictures and emotions. So what are you doing wrong? You're standing in front of the mirror repeating, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich 100 times. That's like yelling at someone in English who only speaks Mandarin. You're just exhausting yourself. Words can't get past the guardian at the door of your subconscious, because the word rich, to you it's just a word. But to your subconscious, that word is linked to the images from childhood, the fights about money, the stress, the lack. Every time you say rich, it hears danger, so let's change the game. Instead of words, give it a mental movie. Whatever you want to attract into your life, visualize it in vivid detail as if it's already happened. Don't just say, I want to be rich. See yourself checking your bank account, and the exact number you want to see is right there. What does your face look like? How does your heart race? Maybe you take a deep breath and feel that weight, the weight of years of worry, lift off your shoulders. Feel that relief. Want your dream home? Visualize the moment you open that front door. Feel your hand on the doorknob. Smell that new house smell. Feel the sunlight streaming through the windows warming your face. Hear your footsteps on the hardwood floor as you walk through your living room. This is the language your subconscious understands. Vivid, detailed, sensory-rich images, but something's still missing. The fuel that brings this picture to life, emotion. You have to flood this mental movie with intense emotion. But not just any emotion. The most powerful creative emotion there is, gratitude. Gratitude as if it's already happened. As if you've already made that money, already moved into that house, already started that relationship. That deep feeling of thankfulness and appreciation is the strongest signal you can send to your subconscious. This signal says, hey guardian, look, everything's okay. This new reality is safe. It's amazing. We don't need the old programs anymore. This is our new truth. Carl Jung dedicated his life to understanding these internal symbols and images. He knew that real transformation, deep in the mind, doesn't happen with words. It happens with these powerful internal images and the emotional energy you attach to them. But here's the question. When do you play this mental movie? Is every moment of the day equally effective? No, there's a magic doorway into your subconscious. A time when the guardian is sleepy, vulnerable, when you can whisper new code into it most easily. Part 4. The twilight zone of your mind. I told you there's a secret gateway to your subconscious. That gateway opens twice a day. The drowsy moment right before you fall asleep. The hazy moment right after you wake up. Scientists call these alpha and theta brainwave states. But forget the technical terms. Here's what matters. This is when your conscious mind, that chattering, analyzing, worrying captain, is drifting off to sleep. And the doors to the engine room are wide open. The guardian is drowsy. The critical factor is offline. This is the most fertile soil for planting seeds. What do most people do? They go to bed stressed, anxious, replaying all the problems of the day. The bills, the arguments, the fears. You're literally planting all that negativity into the most fertile ground of your subconscious. Then you wake up wondering why the same problems keep sprouting in your life. You're poisoning your own garden with your own hands. But not tonight. Starting tonight, everything changes. The last 5 minutes before you fall asleep become your sacred time. Put down the phone, turn off the TV, leave the day's problems outside your bedroom door. Lie down in bed and do what we talked about in part 3. Start playing your mental movie. You're the star of the life you want. Don't just watch the movie. Be in it. See what you want to see, hear what you want to hear, and most importantly, feel what you want to feel. Feel the freedom and confidence that money brings. Feel the love and peace that amazing relationship brings. Feel the energy and vitality that healthy body brings, and add the most powerful fuel, gratitude, as if it's already yours. From the deepest place in your heart, fall asleep with appreciation. Thank you because my life is amazing. Thank you because everything is working out. Thank you because I have everything I desire. When you fall asleep in this feeling, your subconscious processes this new command all night long. It starts accepting this new picture as your new reality. It deletes the old corrupted programs and installs the new brilliant software you just wrote. This isn't a one-time thing. This is a habit. Every single night, with patience and faith, keep planting those seeds. Just like a gardener, Carl Jung said, one who does not confront their own darkness projects others' darkness onto themselves. This practice is about illuminating your internal darkness, your fear and scarcity. Programs with light. The feeling of your desired reality. This method is known as the sleep state technique or programming before sleep. It's the most effective, simplest, and most scientifically backed technique for using the power of your subconscious. But sometimes, the subconscious is so stubborn that even this nightly ritual isn't enough. Some deeply rooted beliefs, accumulated over years, need a stronger intervention. So what's the final, most powerful technique that can crack even the most resistant, most rusted codes? The one that convinces your subconscious beyond a shadow of a doubt. We're about to take the final step that changes the game completely. Part 5. Creating evidence. The power of small wins by. Now you've shown your subconscious a new picture. You've charged that picture with emotion. But sometimes that skeptical voice inside whispers, "This isn't real. You're just fooling yourself." The subconscious loves concrete evidence. It references what's actually happening in the real world. So you need to give it proof that what you want is possible. On the path to your big dream, set small, achievable goals for yourself. Let's call them proof goals. Say your goal is to make an extra $10,000 a month. Right now, that might feel like a huge, impossible leap to your subconscious. The guardian immediately screams, "Impossible!" So scale it down. Intend to make an extra $100 this week. Think about how you could make that $100. Maybe you sell something you're not using. Maybe you work an extra hour. Maybe you use your skills to pick up a small gig. Set your intention. Before you fall asleep, visualize yourself having made that $100, holding it in your hand, feeling that sense of accomplishment and capability, then take action. The moment you earn that $100, magic happens. You didn't just make $100. You sent a powerful message to your subconscious. See, it was possible, I did it. I am someone who can create money. That small victory creates a tiny crack in your subconscious's old, "I can't do it" code. That's your new evidence. Then increase the goal, $250, then $500. Each small victory is a beam of light shining through that crack. Each piece of evidence breaks down the guardian's resistance a little more. Your subconscious slowly starts accepting the new reality. I can make money. I am worthy. I am capable. Don't try to leap to your big dream overnight. Climb the ladder step by step. Each step strengthens your belief in the next. Remember, attracting everything you want into your life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. This isn't magic that happens overnight. It's a conscious creation process. Let's recap. Understand your inner guardian, your subconscious. Know that it's not your enemy, it's an old program trying to protect you. Speak its language. Communicate not with logic, but with vivid mental images and intense emotions. Use the most fertile time. Turn the last 5 minutes before sleep into a sacred ritual where you play the movie of your desired life and fall asleep in gratitude. Give it proof. Build belief with small wins that show it's possible. This is your 4-step roadmap to convincing your subconscious and taking control of your life, the law of attraction, affirmations, manifestation, whatever you call it. It all comes down to this fundamental principle, as Carl Jung said. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Today you looked inside, and your awakening has just begun. Apply these methods. Be patient and watch your life transform step by step in miraculous ways. When those invisible walls come down, there will be no goal you can't reach, no dream you can't live. Because you don't need to search for power outside yourself. The power was always inside you. You just didn't know how to use it. Now you do. That's the secret. What happens next is up to you. Your assignment for tonight, when you lie down in bed, don't fill your mind with the day's worries and fears. Set them aside. Instead, just do this. Fall asleep with deep, powerful gratitude from the bottom of your heart, as if it's all already yours. And whisper quietly to yourself, "Thank you because my life is amazing. Thank you because everything is working out. Thank you because I have everything I desire." Fall asleep in that feeling. Wake up in that reality. And listen, I want to thank you. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Thank you for giving yourself this chance. I want you to know that everything I shared with you, I practice this nightly ritual myself, because I know that the greatest transformations begin with those simple but powerful words we whisper to ourselves in the quietest moments. If this video opened your eyes to something new, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more people can discover this. Subscribe and turn on notifications because I'm going to keep making videos to help you shine your light. Drop a comment below and tell me what's the one thing you're going to manifest starting tonight. Let's create some accountability together. Remember, I'm always here creating content to help you rise. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself. You've got this.